y'all? Welcome back to Story Time with Steph. And I want you to listen closely to today's case because it's not just another story. It is a case that is about America and who decides who matters and who doesn't. This is the St. Joseph River. It has long been a divider between two towns in Michigan. That's Benton Harbor and St. Joseph. And it doesn't just divide people geographically, it also divides them culturally and racially as well. Benton Harbor is about 85% Black. Now, there is a demographic there that is poor and struggles economically, while St. Joseph is an upscale beach town that is full of tourism during the summer, and it's about 85% white. And what happens to Eric McGinnis makes the divide even deeper between Benton Harbor and St. Joseph. Eric McGinnis was a teenager in 1991, 16 years old to be exact. He was a kid, he was a teenager, and he was loved by his family and friends. Now, his uncle, Benny Bowers, who is a former Michigan State trooper, commented on his nephew. He said that he was full of life. He was always eager to try something new. But the one thing that Benny said that has stuck with me is that he said that Eric didn't deserve what happened to him. No one does. But what his uncle said really stayed with me and should stay with you as well. That his family knew right from the beginning that Eric was not involved in an accidental drowning like they said. On May 22nd, 1991, Eric's body was found bloated, floating in the water near the train bridge crossing between St. Joseph and Benton Harbor. That was 5 days after he disappeared. The night Eric went missing, he had been dropped off at a teen dance spot called The Club, which used to be in downtown St. Joseph. Now, his dad dropped him off and gave him about $5 so that he could gain entrance. And this is where our story tends to go left because the authorities frame this story right from the beginning in a very negative way. And this sets the tone for the entire story moving forward. Now, at the time, St. Joseph Police Department had a special task force that took over the investigation of Eric's disappearance. And according to this task force, Eric was identified as hanging out with other teens who were shooting off bottle rockets nearby. They also said that Eric allegedly broke into a parked car. They mentioned about $44 in cash missing from this said car. And they said that Eric's pants was caked with mud and dirt when they retrieved him from the river. But let's not move on too quickly from that detail, because even now, 31 years later, they still describe Eric like this: a Black male breaking into cars in St. Joseph, Michigan. And that's a terrible way to start an investigation of a Black boy